This is ProWrestling.me audio reviewer and audio and fucking article writer, news writer LK here with your WWE Monday Night Raw preview. I'm going to be starting to do this every single week, 30 minutes, sometimes 25, sometimes 20, depending on my schedule. Before Monday Night Raw goes live on the air, we're going to be giving you a preview. This is your weekly preview. This is going to be a comments-heavy driven show. We're going to get your comments and all of them. But firstly, again, I couldn't find the name of the channel. Go to CTC Gaming. Basically, he's one of our friends here at the website. By the way, CTC Gaming, if you are making games, head over to ProWrestling.me, click the Games tab, and post your videos there, my friend. Please do. Please go out of your way too. And thank you for joining me on this show. Hopefully we're 20 minutes, right now 25 minutes away from Monday Night Raw going. We have one match confirmed as of right now. That is the Usos versus the Club, the family versus the Club again. However, AJ Styles, who was injured, which we did touch on ProWrestling.me, check back on the video on demand for the archives and check on all the news. We have the Usos versus Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, AJ with the Bullet Club, obviously, and then Roman Reigns, your WWE Worldwide Champion, with the Usos. So we've seen that about 16,000 times. It was announced via Twitter, the social media propaganda bullshit that always transpires. And I don't know what it is about the WWE right now. I just don't care. Like, I think Extreme Rules is going to be a great show. I do, don't get me wrong. I think the pay-per-views, as of late, have been very good, very enjoyable, even enjoyable, I'd say. However, I do honestly feel that everything else doesn't matter. Like, Raw doesn't matter. SmackDown doesn't matter. Main event doesn't matter. Main event and Superstar don't matter anyway. But this is different. It just feels like it doesn't matter, which means I feel like it doesn't matter, which means it feels like that's why I haven't been doing these shows as of late, guys. There's a reason I haven't been doing Monday Night Raw. I quite frankly, I have Monday Night Raw reviews, and I do apologize for not being on about 18,000 of them. But if I have the choice at, a respectable time, or staying up to 4:15 a.m. to then go on to do the review show to be up till 7 a.m. in the morning for Monday Night Raw, I say no. However, tonight is the night. I'm back in the swing of things, so I'm going to try my hardest for you guys to be able to stay up so that I can do the Monday Night Raw review of Dave Coco and whoever else he's got joining us tonight on the show. So there will be a Monday Night Raw live review. This is your weekly WWE Monday Night Raw preview. As I can see, some people are just starting to join this show and this broadcast, and I want to thank you all for watching live. This isn't going to be a very heavy show watched after. This is going to be a live kind of show. No one really wants to go, unless they want to sit there and watch the preview and then watch the review just to see opinions on it. But no, this is going to be a live show heavy. So please get your thoughts and opinions on tonight's Monday Night Raw, or opinions on anything, quite frankly. Anything you want to talk about today on this show, I'll answer some questions, but try to get it about WWE. Just make sure the audio is working first. Yeah, the audio is working. So we got 1 like, 0 dislikes. That's cool. So we have Rey Mysterio. What will be Raw's rating if you include internationally? Should we have a quick look at that as we are live on air? Let's have a quick look at Nielsen's UK TV ratings, okay? Let's have a look at UK viewership. Because this is a good question. TNA apparently is the big mecca in England when that's alive. If you actually look at the viewership figures, it's really not that great. So if you get a BARB, which is Broadcasters Audience Research Board, you'll be able to find it. Down here. See all broadcasters, and if we go to Sky, get a Sky Sports, you'll be able to see the actual viewership figures. So here we are. We've got the Food Network, Fox, at the races. Wow, what an awful television show. Right, there we go. Sky, let's just type in Sky Sports viewership. Figures. Let's get to see if we have some more live comments, because we're definitely going to go back to that Rey Mysterio. We are for sure. CTC, Ray, WWE ruins the shows these days, not the crowd. And you have 2 likes. I gave you one. Thank you very much. That means a lot. CTC Gaming. Please make sure you check out. He had one video today that reached over 400 views for the first time. So congratulations there, CTC Gaming. Again, like I said, ProWrestling.me, there's a games tab. I welcome you to post. If you just create an account for free, you can post your gaming videos on ProWrestling.me. And anyone who has a podcast out there, if it's a game, if it's a professional wrestling show, feel free to post it. Feel absolutely free to post it. We'll promote it. It'll be in there and it'll be there for you to promote as well. So it's kind of a mixed promotion there. But Rome Stanley before that puts the crowd nowadays ruin the shows. I wouldn't say ruin the shows because when you're there live, like for instance, when I went to Raw Live about a month ago now, it's just boring. Like I can't describe you how boring it actually is. Like at the end of the day, pro wrestling, and it's just so long and so long-winded and so uninspirational that you're just sat there like, when's this going to end? When is this shit going to end? It really is like that. So let's have a quick look. So we've got Sky Sports 1, Sky Sports 2, blah, 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 blah. Sky Sports viewership figures. Dude, it's so difficult to find this shit, isn't it? It really is. I'm not interested in football. Let's go Bob. Highest. Again, this isn't really the most professional show of all time. It's just kind of a chat in here just before live, basically to keep me up, to be quite frank with you. Highest Sky Sports. Let's just see if we can just find, because Ramus, there we go, weekly top 10 programs. If this is what I think it is, it goes through every single station and gives the top 10. W is usually in the top 10. Let's put Coco tribute there, and then PQRS. Here we go. So you got Sky Sports 4, Sky Sports 3, Sky Sports 2. I think it's on Sky Sports 4, isn't it? Because it's worthless. So view figures. No, not on Sky Sports 4, apparently. Sky Sports 3. Dude, this is bad. I mean, Sky Sports 2. Here we go. W Late Night SmackDown, okay, which aired on Friday. Dude, listen to this, okay? Friday Night SmackDown, okay? Friday Night SmackDown. This past week edition in the UK on Sky Sports drew 65,000 people. That is it. I'm going to screen share that to you right now in case you don't believe me. So look on your screen right now if you don't believe me. Okay, there you are. Let it clear up. There is Late Night SmackDown, 60,000 viewership. And you tell me pro wrestling is big? Dude, WWE is not the biggest. You can now we'll take you to Challenge TV, and should we see Impact Wrestling's top? If we go first to makes maybe to give it credit, maybe Sky Sports 3. That Monday Night Raw might be on that. Monday Night Raw. Okay, see that live right there. Again, I'll screen share it for you guys again. Monday Night Raw. Dun, 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 dun. Monday Night Raw right here. Number 9, Monday Night Raw. 25,000 viewers. 25,000 viewers for a Monday Night Raw live is what they tend to get. Now, if we get it up to Challenge, we can find what TNA draws, okay? So if we go Channel, Challenge, Challenge TV. I don't want Challenge TV +1, I don't care. Dude, can you just be normal, please? There we go, Challenge. Go to the latest ones. TNA Impact, 139,000. 139,000. Even though TNA is meant to be big, it loses to The Chase, which is a television show with Bradley Walsh, where he stands there and it's a question on, and you go up to The Chase and obviously try and win. That outdraws Impact. That's sad, dude. I'll screen share it because I don't want anyone call me a liar or anything. So there you are. Look on the screen again. If you look at number 2, it says TNA Impact 2016, Sunday 9 p.m. prime time, 139,000 viewers. Okay. So if you look at it, every single person who owns a television set has access to Impact. A very few select few have access to W and Sky Sports. So I hope there you are, Raymond Stanley. That answered your question in depth, I think. Let's get some more live comments. 4 likes, 0 dislikes, like talked about. Will Baylor debut next week? Dude, when you mean next week, I'm presuming you're talking about pay-per-view event. Now, I know NXT has this big UK tour, and I know that guys can do both NXT and main roster, or NXT and Raw on SmackDown, if you want to call it, because I know some people get a bit funny if you talk about main roster and developmental and things like that, because they consider NXT to be an actual brand now, which I do agree on to a certain extent. I think they're going to keep Baylor down for a while. Honest opinion, I think we're going to drag this out. My honest opinion, I think we're going to get the club turn on AJ at this pay-per-view coming up on Sunday, Extreme Rules. I think we're going to, my prediction is that, well, I don't know if my prediction, because I don't know how tonight will go, but if it goes how I think it's going to go tonight, where if I'm writing tonight's show, as it is the preview, if I'm writing tonight's show, you have to have, this is one thing I stress, and when I review this later on tonight, or maybe tomorrow, depending on if I actually fall asleep or not, you have to, and I mean, guys, you have to have the heel heat on Roman, on AJ Styles. Not heel heat as in heel heat, I mean heat. Roman Reigns must, let me repeat that, must look vulnerable. You must head into this pay-per-view thinking, you know what? Even the most hardcore jaded fan must have in the back of my mind, AJ Styles could win that championship. If, however, we get Monday Night Raw, nothing happens, Roman Reigns, as per usual, ends the show, hoisting the WWE World Championship in the air, people aren't going to think that AJ Styles will win. Hence, certain people, casual viewers, like, it's a missable pay-per-view. But if they actually come out of Monday Night Raw thinking, you know what, guys, AJ Styles, I'm a hardcore, I know what I'm talking about. He could, well, that's not me saying, this is what they're saying. You know, I know what I'm talking about. I watch wrestling, blah, 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 blah. AJ Styles could win that. And then they tell their friend, like, AJ Styles could actually, look, Roman Reigns, he looked vulnerable. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'll come around and watch that around yours. Then they get hooked. And then blah, 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 blah. Even though the whole time, you know Roman Reigns isn't going to win, there should be that doubt in the back of your mind that says, you know what, AJ could win. Right now, I think a commenter, I can't remember whoever it is, but whoever used it was fucking awesome. If Roman Reigns died in the middle of the ring, AJ Styles would still have to pull his arm over him. That's to the extent of how much I believe Roman Reigns will win. But hopefully AJ, you know, he gains health. He's 100% healthy. And he goes up there and he has a great match. And even though, again, like I said, I don't think he will win, a good showing is always good. But no, I don't think Baylor will debut, to answer the question. I went a bit off topic, but I do want to kind of preview at the same time, right? Can you add porn on ProWrestling.me? No. There's actually rules about that, you know, actually, because basically it's ran by a company called Meng, and they will basically kick you off. So sorry, Ramastani. You should do these previews every week. I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to do it for Monday Night Raw, because then it forces me to stay up. Ray, there's a female, this is from CTC Gaming. Ray, there's a female promotion when the chicks get naked. You could probably post that. How's TNA been these 2 weeks, okay? I watched 1 week ago's Impact, but I've still yet to watch last week because I don't want to. Mind you, my doctor put me on Oxycontin, so my mind what I say. Bro, I'm sorry if whatever that is. I couldn't read it. Are you still doing LKVRP? No, I'm fully on this channel. Thomas Savosky, Pushberry Fire. Okay. Team So, Berry Push Fire, 1989 Bruce the Barber Beefcake, The Zodiac or The Disciple. 1 like for me. Thank you very much, Thomas Savosky. Oh, dude. You motherfucker. Dude, just for a laugh, push the Zodiac. The Disciple. I'll fire Bruce the Beefcake. That guy fucks me off. There's something about him. I don't know. I'm surprised by the ratings. Yeah, UK ratings are really fucking low. And if I show you, okay, if I take you to the BBC, the British Broadcasting Channel, and you actually have a quick look here, we'll go BBC, we'll go HD even. Okay, we'll click View Figures. No data for this period. View Figures, no data for this period. Oh, that's just bloody great, isn't it? BBC, here we go, BBC 3, BBC 1, here we go. If we look at BBC 1, okay, View Figures. Bro. And don't think it's because television viewers are down. If you look on your screen right now, guys, you actually see EastEnders from Monday at 8 p.m. drew 7,188,000. Television right now is at a good point. Because if you consider England is what, a tenth of the side of America, that is great viewership. People are still watching television in England. It's just they're not watching WWE, they're not watching TNA, quite frankly, they're not watching pro wrestling. Even though indie shows are at a high, and I mean, I've been to certain indie shows where it's jammed. I mean, Revolution Pro Wrestling in Reading was jammed, Revolution Pro Wrestling Portsmouth was jammed, ICW was jammed in Bournemouth. It's jammed. They are jamming buildings really left, right, and center. So the UK independence is going very well. However, at the end of the day, the WTNA and the Ring of Honor didn't even have a television deal over here because there's not much point because no one would watch it, to be honest with you. Television, wrestling, it's not the way forward. You have to go the on-demand. Just put it out there. We got CTC. Put the W strap on Brutus, man. I don't mind Bruce Beefcake in like 91 or his WCW run was woeful. Dude, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Bruce Beefcake. I don't care if I get heel heat for that. I'll just give my honest opinion. I don't think he's worth much. What else we got? Where are we? What is the biggest pop in WWE history? I will always say Triple H's Madison Square Garden 2002 return. I'll get goosebumps every time I watch that. CTC Gaming puts Money in the Bank 2011 when CM Punk's entrance. That's a good shout. I still think Triple H at Madison Square Garden will always be there. Should WWE just do a brand split? CTC puts no. That's a great question. Well, I'm shocked that hasn't been a Stump the Idiot yet. That is a magnificent question. That really, really is. Should he? I think they should, according to Vince McMahon, and because they have their quarterly meetings, and the one meeting that they had last month, they talked about how they're having close to 90 wrestlers active on the main roster. So does that mean that we are going to get a brand split? Because one of my main concerns heading into this brand split talk is that there just wouldn't be enough talent available to fill the 3-hour Raw, to fill the 2-hour SmackDown. Now, if you have split it 60-30, SmackDown can have 30, maybe 35-55, or maybe even do it in a way where everyone's eligible on Raw, but certain people are eligible for SmackDown. I don't know how you're going to do it, but firstly, I'd make the Intercontinental Championship the number one priority on SmackDown, because right now, guys, the Intercontinental Championship division is what's keeping me in the WWE and keeping me watching. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Miz, Cesaro. So many feuds intertwining there. You can do Sami Zayn, Cesaro. You can do Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, but they're combining to make this great division. You can add Zack Ryder into the mix, even though I can't stand the guy. He's still in that mix, or he was anyway. And it's just a great division. It's what it used to be. I remember Mr. Perfect on the documentary saying, you know what? The heavyweights, the big draws, they have that world championship. But the wrestlers had the Intercontinental Championship. I'll never forget that line from Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. And I fucking adore that man to pieces. What a great professional wrestler indeed. What else we got? Didn't you watch the last pay-per-view? AJ beat Roman twice. Yeah, I mean, but beat him for the championship, bro. Roman Stanley, I have a bigger chance fucking Sasha Banks than AJ winning. Yes, there is more chance. But then again, he might do something nasty. Thomas Savorsky, to be fair, the chase is fairly entertaining. But, bro, have you ever watched the chase on Challenge TV? I've watched it on ITV before. How would you create new stars starting now? If it was that easy, I think Vince would do it, even though he is a toilet and he does have toiletry problems. In the end of the day, sorry, I just read it. BBC, get it? Okay, yeah, that's from Raymond Stanley, the king of porn style. That was very funny. It all comes down to two things: crowd reaction, crowd response, online response, everything. Well, online response doesn't mean anything to Vince as much as we would like to think it was like that. It doesn't. That response means bullshit to Vince. Quite frankly, to me, what's important when it comes to a star is connecting. I want to see a guy connect to the audience. The vaudevillains don't connect. There's no reaction, nothing happens. It's a New Day, they connect. It's being over. Reigns, to an extent, does connect, but it's a very negative way, and you get a negative vibe. And quite frankly, to a non-wrestling fan, he actually comes across as an arrogant sack of shit. No word of a lie. Hand on this English heart. I watched the WWE Payback pay-per-view with my girlfriend, our very first wrestling show. Roman Reigns comes out and goes, what? He looks like a right piece of shit. Exact quote. That wasn't me telling her, oh, Roman Reigns, boo, he sucks dick. That was an honest reaction. Hand on heart. And you know what? I thought he's going to, oh, look at his hair, blah, blah, blah. No. And she thought AJ was more attractive than Roman Reigns, which was a shock. So he obviously ain't that attractive, the fucking toilet bowl. It would be easy to make new stars. It could cut down on Hollywood writers and get a couple wrestling writers in there. Whoever what culture is stealing from can write down good stories. That was a great one. Yeah, because Coco always makes that joke that what culture steals from him. If you actually watch our videos and then could watch theirs, they kind of word it a bit differently. Was Vince really a genius from Raymond Stanley? Yeah, he was. I'm not going to deny. He may be a fucking toilet right now, but back in the day, that guy was a fucking genius. And I will not ever, even though I don't like the guy now, I still have to respect what he's done for the business of pro wrestling. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't call it that, should I? Jesus Christ. Do a debate with Coco and why not? They should have a brand split. You know what, I'm saying? That is a great. Shall I? I'm gonna literally right now send that to Coco. That's a great idea. And that's a great idea. But then again, I can't. No. I can't send him that because I don't know his opinion on it. We'll find out his opinion on it, and then we'll do a debate if we can. Why can't W not have different looks now? I don't understand what that question means. W different looks. What I don't understand. I really don't understand what that means. We are 5 minutes away from Monday Night Raw, unfortunately. Hopefully I can stay up, guys. Honestly, I do hope I can stay up. And if Raw sucks, you'll probably not see this Englishman at Monday Night Raw on the Monday Night Raw review. I'm gonna try my hardest to try and stay up for Coco's sake and for your sake, because there's been a few people wondering where I am, and I do thank you for wondering where I've been for the Monday Night Raw reviews. So back to the question about how to make a star. I do think it's about connecting. I really do think, but then again, without the opportunity to be able to connect, I think it's quite frankly impossible. By having people just go out there and wrestle, which does happen with a Cesaro. Cesaro came back. He was hot. He was hotter than anything. They just had him wrestle. He may have connected, but he didn't get to the mega overness. He didn't become a mega star because of it. In the end of the day, you have to be written into good stories that tell good stories, which makes the fans connect. We're connecting with AJ Styles because he's getting pushed like a big deal. He comes across as a superstar, and it's fucking awesome. Okay, even though the storyline sucks, it's better than nothing. And we're making the most. We're trying our hardest to stir the chicken shit out of the chicken salad. But sometimes the shit in Roman Reigns, and even Vince McMahon, the toilet himself, he has to have some of those toiletries. He does have the toilet roll that can quite easily wipe the chicken shit out of the chicken salad. However, he hasn't, and it's really frustrating. He has the power to, and that's what makes it more annoying. I mean, 90 wrestlers, and you're coming up with Goldust and Fandango in a dancing along kind of thing. It's not acceptable, quite frankly. And the standard that is set should be a lot higher than what we set it for other things. But right now, everything else, apart from, I'm not saying W sucks. I'm saying it's good to pass, but it could be so much better. It really, really could. I mean, there's so much that's wrong with the show. 3 hours is far too long. I'm going to be frank. It's far, far, far too long. No human being. 3 hours and 15 minutes of a wrestling show. I don't care what product you are. I'm going to suffer. I'm going to suffer unless there's an intermission in there. Excuse me. So I'm going to get some live comments. After that, we're going to wrap this show up. And thank you very much for joining me, by the way, on the very first Raw preview before Monday Night Raw. And I'm having a good time, so I'll probably bring it back every single week. I'm gonna. I have a legitimate question. If Austin was never injured and wouldn't have had to retire so early, would we have the John Cena that we have today? I think wrestling would be in a much better position. No, I think it would have always changed because it became publicly traded and it went downhill from there. King of Porn Stars, great ideas from Rome Stanley. I'm going to play Doom while Raw is on. I don't blame you. Why can't Raw and SmackDown be different in terms of stages? Yeah, I agree. I missed red and blue ropes and the fifth stage and all that. Keep streaming while watching Raw, dude. I can't because I'll just be here like swearing my head off. I agree. Keep streaming while watching. I don't watch Raw live. I'll keep up. I don't know how to do this because basically here's my setup. I have my laptop here, and if I quickly move it, that's a TV. It's a TV right there, okay? So that's an actual television. So in the Pwme UK headquarters, I actually sit here on my laptop taking notes, and I'm watching a 32-inch TV here. So when I'm with Coco, I have Coco's mug on a 32-inch TV, and then the camera's here. So if you're wondering, guys, if I'm ever looking here, it's not because I'm just being ignorantly ignoring. It means I'm reading something, or I'm just looking and checking up something like I did earlier on about Pwme and people signing up and spammers and hackers and all this and that. But that being said, sadly, I do have to get off the air because I'm about to stream Raw because I'm not giving them the satisfaction of my TV rating. I want them to be lower. So that being said, I hope you've all enjoyed this show. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you check out my vast shows I've done today. This is my 5th show today. I've done a PWG preview, which will be uploaded tomorrow. I put that in the can. I've done a new show on TNA. I've done a new show with Boom Boom about Emma and the Bullet Club. I've done a new show about who did I do a new show? I did a new show about Seth Rollins' return, and now I've done a Monday Night Raw preview. This is my 5th show. I've done 9 articles on ProWrestling.me. I've really knuckled down. I'm back in my groove. I'm busting my ass off here, so check back the fucking shitloads of content. Halfway through Monday Night Raw, I'm going to upload the PWG Prince preview. It's about 5 minutes long. It's really just running down the card, giving opinions on each match, and it basically you can put your, because basically what I'm trying to do now here is we've gone this strategy and it's got us this far. What I'm trying to do is the more content means the more chance of people subscribing. So what I'm actually doing is I'm creating shorter shows. Guys, it doesn't mean I'm not quitting live, okay? We're still going to go live after Raw. We're still going to go live after SmackDown. We're still going to go live after NXT. We're still doing all those reviews. But instead of me doing that one new show a day, I'm going to split up and do maybe 5 to 10 little shows. So for instance, during the day, you're like, okay, what did you think of the TV ratings for Monday Night Raw? If I've already done a Monday Night Raw TV ratings, you can click on it and just watch that instead of have to sit through the whole 40 to sometimes an hour long PWE news show. So thank you so much. That's just really where the channel's going from what my direction is. The content I'm going to be delivering is quite simply, 3 to 5 PWE news shows a day that are about 4 to 5 to 6, maybe even 10 minutes long, and 1 to 2 live shows. Okay, so that's the format going forward. And thank you so much really for watching. Please subscribe. Please tell everyone about ProWrestling.me. Like, comment, subscribe. It's been okay. Please enjoy Raw. And hopefully I'll see you back tonight on the Monday Night Raw review. Thank you very much.